Out that belly when you're breathing. Inhale, unwind, exhale, hold. Hands to the lower back, then release the hands down to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend those knees and inhale, round, roll on up to a stand. Exhale, those shoulders around, back and down. Reach on back for the hammock. We're going to get into star inversion. So you're going to bring it around behind you, gathered just above the tailbone. You'll work, yeah, swing is fun to work on, right? Everyone remember how to get in? You can take a sip of water if you want, yeah. Draw tension into it, bend those knees forward, coming into that bound angle, and then into our straddle. Meet here with the legs open, hands wide, fingertips on the ground. Good. So wide, open arms and fingertips on the ground so we have some stability. And then look at the belly, bend the knees, and bring the feet together in front of the hammock. Like bound angle. Feel butterflies. That's it. Now with the fingers wide, fingertips on the ground, hands wide, go ahead and take a little turn. So let the knees rock side to side. Can you find a good spot for it? Or? Okay. Yeah. Good. You're all really stable. Okay. Slow that swing. And now I want you to straighten up the right leg out to the side into a straddle. Flex that right foot. Point that right foot, floint that right foot. And then look at the belly and bend that right leg back in front of the hammock. Good. And now let's open up the left leg out. Flex that foot. Point, floint. Look at the belly and bend the knee. Bring it back in front. Palms together. Since it's power class, we need to do some sit-ups. So fingertips pointing up towards those heels. Yes. And now inhale, reach your fingertips all the way up for the heels. Exhale, you can lower a little bit. Inhale, all the way up for the heels. Exhale, you can lower a little bit. Inhale, all the way up for the heels. And now just little pulses up there. Yeah. Oh, good. Yes. Yes, and now hold up there, hold, 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 hold. And then slowly lower. Open up the arms, palms facing up. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. Good. Slowly reach up for the hammock, below the ankles, open up the legs wide. Good, and pull yourself on up to a stand. And then go into second stage, so the hammock is just in front of the shoulders. Slightly bend the knees, let the head hang. Go ahead and rock if you need to, whatever you like to do. Maybe try interlacing the fingers behind the neck. Good. And let's slowly roll on up. Take a deep inhale, shoulders up to the air. And then exhale, shoulders down. Good. We're going to make our way into the hammock now. So grab onto an edge and walk to the back of the mat. Move it around, reach on in, gather 3 to 5 handfuls. 3 if you're taller, probably about 5 if you're shorter, like me. Walking to the front, reaching behind with the other hands. Now both hands have gathered fabric behind you, reaching into the same opening. Widen the hands wider than your hips as you walk back to the center. Elbows go in. There you go. Push down on the hammock, elbows go in, shoulders go in, lay back. As you slowly bring your knees up, bring the gather underneath your knees. Good. And now reach behind you to that opening, pulling yourself up to a sit, a seated position. Lay back and bring the gather all the way down the legs. Make sure the legs are completely covered. Holding on to that hammock, chin to chest. Slowly lower the hands down the hammock to an arch out. Good. And then grab on and pull yourself on back up. And now palms on the outside of the hammock, elbows in, but the elbows are on the outside too, but the elbows are touching the hammock. Now you're going to slide down again with the chin to chest, but only about 3/4 away, and then slide back up about 3/4 away. Then slide back down 3/4 away, then slide back up. Ooh, little Pilates sit up. Now we're not holding on to pull ourselves up, we're sliding. Good. Now make sure the legs don't rise up when you do this. Inhale, lower. Exhale, slide up. Don't let your legs rise. Inhale, lower. Exhale, slide up. Hold on, grab yourself up. Pull yourself up, and then bend the knees so the hammock is underneath your knees. Hands behind you, second stage. Shimmy the shoulders, bend the elbows. So on the Pilates sit-up, you want to make sure that your feet don't rise. Well, you want to try to have your feet not rise. And you want to try to slide instead of grab and pull up. On your next inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale. Whew. Now we're going to do it with our legs half in, half out. So straighten up those legs. Let's try with just our thumbs hooked in now. So our thumbs are hooked into the center, fingers are out. Straighten those legs, squeeze the glutes. Take a deep inhale here. Now exhale, slowly lower halfway. Inhale, rise back up. A little harder, huh? Exhale, come on down. Inhale, come on up. If it's too hard, you can always put the hands on the outside again, too. With that, and the elbows and hands on the outside. Don't let those legs rise. Good. Good. Go ahead and pull yourself up. You can go into second stage, bending forward, or if you want to, you can go into second stage in an arch out, whatever makes you feel most comfortable.
Yummy, yum.
Some people find inversions as a way to relax. Others might find that second stage is more relaxing. So that's Pilates sit-up. I also think it's the hardest sit-up I've ever done. Usually sit-ups you do like, 100, right? Let's do 100 crunches. This is like, you do 4 and you're like, I'm so proud of myself. All right, if you're arched out, go ahead, pull yourself on up. Let's all take a nice inhale and an exhale at the seated position. Good. And now finally, the most well-deserved Shavasana yet. Yes? Let's cover, immerse ourselves in the hammock. Thanking the body for working so hard. Thanking yourself for trying so hard. And giving yourself that time to recoup now. And allow the body to take in everything that just happened. To reset. To restore. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Another deep inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth.